Spotlight on Benny Hinn. A Life in Televangelism. Benny Hinn is an Israeli-born American-Canadian televangelist, best known for his large-scale, miracle crusades, revival and faith-healing events held in major cities globally and broadcast on his Christian television program, This Is Your Day. Life, History and Ministry. Born Toufik Benedictus Hinn on December 3, 1952, in Jaffa, Israel, part of modern-day Tel Aviv, his parents, who had immigrated from Greece, were of Greek and Armenian heritage. He was raised in the Greek Orthodox tradition and educated in Roman Catholic schools. After the Six-Day War, Hinn and his family emigrated to Canada. At the age of 19, he became involved in the Pentecostal movement in Toronto and became a Christian. In 1973, a trip to attend a healing service led by evangelist Catherine Kuhlman had a life-changing impact on him, and he has often cited her as an influence. Hinn began preaching in 1974, claiming that at this time he was miraculously cured of a lifelong stutter. In 1979, he moved to the United States, settling in Orlando, Florida. He founded the Orlando Christian Center in 1983, where he began holding healing services. By 1989, his Miracle Crusades were being televised across America, and his daily talk show, This Is Your Day, is now broadcast in over 200 nations. Hinn stepped down as the pastor of the Orlando Christian Center in 1999 to focus entirely on his travel and crusades. His ministry has claimed to preach the gospel to over 1 billion people, either face-to-face or through television, with one event in Mumbai, India, reportedly attracting over 7 million people over 3 days. Marriage and family. Benny Hinn met Suzanne Harthorne, a pastor's daughter, in Orlando, and they married in August 1979. The couple has 4 children, 3 daughters and 1 son. The marriage has faced public difficulties. Suzanne filed for divorce in February 2010, citing irreconcilable differences. Hinn later admitted that he had been so caught up with the ministry, I forgot about my family, and suggested his neglect contributed to the breakdown. He also later stated that his wife's dependency on prescription medications caused her to behave erratically at times. Following their divorce, Hinn and Suzanne reconciled and remarried in 2013 at the Holy Land Experience theme park in Orlando. However, the couple has been living in separate homes in Florida, and Suzanne filed for divorce for a second time in July 2024. Controversies and criticism. Benny Hinn's ministry has been surrounded by controversy, particularly concerning his financial practices and his teachings, often associated with the prosperity gospel. Prosperity gospel and finances. Hinn has been widely criticized for his lavish lifestyle, which has included a private jet and an extravagant mansion. His espousal of the prosperity gospel, which teaches that faith and donations are divinely rewarded with health and wealth, has drawn significant scrutiny. In 2019, Hinn publicly distanced himself from the prosperity teachings, stating that they got out of hand, and that he did not want to be known as a prosperity teacher. However, critics have pointed out his history of returning to similar financial appeals. Investigative scrutiny. Hinn's ministry was one of several investigated by the United States Senate Committee on Finance, led by Senator Chuck Grassley, which focused on the finances of televangelists. Hinn later stated that he spent $5 million fighting the inquiry. In 2017, IRS agents from the Criminal Investigation Division and postal inspectors raided Hinn's ministry headquarters in Grapevine, Texas, removing hundreds of boxes of documents as part of an investigation into Title 26 tax evasion and general fraud, though charges were never filed. Healing claims. Despite Hinn's claims of performing faith healings for conditions like cancer, blindness, and AIDS through the anointing, investigative reports by outlets such as Dateline NBC and the Fifth Estate have called these miracle claims into question due to a lack of verifiable evidence. Relationship scandal. Soon after his wife filed for divorce in 2010, Hinn was photographed in Rome with fellow televangelist Paula White, holding hands as they exited a hotel. The publication of these photographs in the National Enquirer led to a public scandal. Hinn denied having an affair, stating that they were just friends, and that their friendship had nothing to do with his divorce. He later stated that bringing White to Rome to encourage her to become a donor to the Vatican's art collections was stupid on his part and asked for forgiveness. False prophecy. Hinn has also faced criticism for making prophecies that did not come to pass. In a 2024 interview, Hinn stated that one of his biggest regrets in ministry was that he was not too wise a number of times with prophecy, and that some prophecies he gave were not accurate or from the Lord.